Hello everyone out there in YouTube land, Brother Alan Hensley here.
Seriously?
Listen,
Yeah, so if you're thinking of pushing me in front of a bus, try and do it by Monday.
I've been doing some thinking, and I recently watched
What'd you do?
on YouTube a story called, it's about Scientology called Kate's Story.
Pants?
Yes.
And this video is going to be about Scientology, of course. All my last couple of videos have been about Scientology, but here it is. Any church, hell, anything that calls itself a religion and demands or tries to coerce a woman to get an abortion, that's not a religion. Hell, bail, son, that ain't a religion. That's a cult.
That's such a weird way of touching food. His hands remind me of E.T.
That ought to be sign numero uno, in other words, number motherfucker one, that your ass is in a cult.
The Rainies have been helping a homesteading couple in
distress.
What if it was just you two? How would you do it?
I'm gonna get down here, hold on.
That's
weren't working as a team.
the bottom line, because fuck Stone Cold. You much not like Stone Cold for this particular moment. Fuck Stone Cold. That's the bottom line, because I fucking said so. In Scientology, I got 2 words to say for you. You don't like it? Bite me. You want some? Come get some. Because the truth of the matter is this. Any organization that threatens, coerces, intimidates, or in any other way forces its members to get abortions, but yet calls itself a religion, is full of shit. There's no religion on this planet, and that includes Satanism. Used to be a big Satanist, so that includes Satanism. Will tell its congregants, its members, its parishioners, hey, you gotta get an abortion. You have to do it, or you're gonna get in trouble. How the fuck is anything supposed to grow? If something's not regularly inundated, in other words, got an infusion of new blood, of new life, that thing dies. Case in point, if you get a tree or a plant, and let's say 90% of that plant is dead, withering, dying, diseased, and you prune away the dead shit, the bad shit, but you don't do anything to help that plant grow, to produce new, what's gonna happen? Do you know? It's simple. That plant, that organism, that thing will die. It's just like, let's say, an animal species. Let's say bears. All of a sudden, all the bears in the world become infertile. They can't have children unless we help them have children. What's going to happen to the bear population? Eventually, there will be no more bears. They will go extinct. Well, the same can be said for the church. Any church. Without new growth, without new members being born or brought into it, generally born so that you can train them, it dies. It will die. It will go the way of paganism, of whatever you want to look at, it will die. Now, if on the other hand, you have a new infusion of people, but only people from a certain part are allowed to have children. Let's say you've got a thing that calls itself a church. It's got, let's say, roughly 32,385,976,582.78 in the bank. It buys up a lot of buildings. It's got tax exempt status. Its parishioners is only around, let's say, 13,000 worldwide. I'll be nice. 13,000 worldwide. Out of that, let's say you've got 60%. Alright, let's say let's say 8,000 of the 13,000 worldwide are clergy. They're not allowed to, let's say the Sea Org, because you know I'm talking about Scienctology. Let's say the Sea Org members, so they can't have children. Now, when they die, which we all do, the Sea Org is going to get less and less and less, and because there's only 5,000 people who can have children, not all of them are going to want to go Sea Org. So they're going to do different things because they may want to have children. But you can only associate with other people in the cult. So eventually you run into a problem of, well, everybody in this cult is related because we ran out of people that weren't related, so they're all related now. 4 or 5 people away to be, saying, like, they're your second cousin on your mama's side or your third cousin on your daddy's side, but you're all related by blood, just distant at first, but all by blood. Eventually, the tree, the bloodline, it gets so thin that the only people left that are fucking each other are first cousins or brother and sister. In other words, incest. Brother, sister, aunt, nephew, aunt, brother, whatever. What happens is that religion is no longer growing. Seeing how it's no longer growing, it dies. Simple fact of the matter that there's no one to give it new blood. So it dies because you only have people in it that can associate with each other, and it dies out. Now, when that happens, there's nothing you can do other than hope time in history will look favorably on you. But what you need to do, if you're a true religion, you stop having abortions, or you stop allowing your clergy to have sex with people of the opposite sex. You tell them now, if you want to be in a Sea Org, you have to become whatchamacallit there, a monk or a nun. That's it, a nun. You have to either become a monk or a nun. Meaning, you have to either A, swear off women, or B, swear off men, depending on your sex. Now, that is legal for any religion to do, because the religion wants to grow, and the religion wants to have people who can write down what that religion's about and everything and move on. But coercing a very vulnerable, emotionally unstable woman to get an abortion, that's murder. I mean, it's just wrong. It's abuse on so many levels. It's emotional manipulation and abuse. It's psychological manipulation and abuse. It's fucking, physical. Because there's a lot of physical changes that go along with the body. You know, it's spiritual. I mean, you are using, people in power are using threats of violence, or, if you know you're going to be declared a subversive person, your parents can't talk to you, they'll have to disconnect from you, blah, 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 blah. So Scienctology uses threats and coercion to get young girls to have abortions. Allows to stop the child's education at 5th grade, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, high school, junior high, whatever, before the child is of legal age to do so. It is not a religion. It is a cult. Any religion that says you have to send letters home just so that your folks won't wonder where you're at, wonder how you're doing, and start causing the cops to come and have all kinds of bullshit drama, that's a cult. In Scientology, it's called Fair Weather Letters. Hi Mom, hi Dad, this is where I'm at, everything's okay with me, I hope everything's good with you, I love you, goodbye. Once a year, that's it. Just so the parents say, well, okay, the kid's doing okay. However, that's not a religion, that's a cult. I've been in a lot of different religions. I even liked into Scientology because I was thinking of joining. However, the bullshit No. They are not a church. They are about, Scientology is as much a church as Trekkies, people who believe in Star Trek and dress up like them and go to the conventions and know every episode by heart, line for line, word for word, character for character, and who dress up like them and talk like them and want to be them and stuff like that. Trekkies. That's not a religion. Scientology is as much a religion as Trekkies are a religion. And Trekkies aren't. The federal government recognizes Trekkies are not a religion. Hell, people who believe in Star Wars and dress up like it and call themselves Jedis and try to practice the principles of it and all that. They are more of a church than Scientology. Why? Because they believe that there is a power greater than themselves out there that permeates all beings, living, good, bad, or indifferent. Okay? That is a religion. Scientology with these body thetans and fucking Lord Xenu and fucking intergalactic ships that look like C-130s, and that's why they can't travel on C-130 airplanes and all da-da-da-da. It's just straight bullshit, man. Come on. Are you fucking insane? Huh? They're not a religion. They've never been a religion. Why they were allowed tax-free status by the fucking IRS? I don't know. Unless they got people in the IRS to join Scientology. And then those people said, hey, you know what? It's a religion, it should have tax-exempt status, and therefore, boom, they got it. The fact of the matter is, Scientology is not a religion. I am an ordained minister of a religion. I am one of those people who believes in Star Wars. And I am, according to that, a Jedi Knight. And I try to live my life as such. I do not do harm to others, but I will stop evil. I help when I can, but I will not hurt. I will protect myself. If that means killing, I will do it. But I do not go out and actively try to start it. I believe that there's a force that's in all of us. Call it a soul, call it whatever you will. But there's a force that permeates every living being in this universe that binds us all together in a collective consciousness, subconsciousness, but it's there, if you will. Scientology believes that anything bad you do isn't because you have free will and you're a fucked up person or you're a person who does fucked up shit, but rather it's because of these body thetans, which means anything bad you do isn't your fault, it's something else's fault. Or it's your fault because, well, you've got what they call crimes that you're not telling someone about, so you're not facing them. Well, first of all, in Scientology, it's a fucking pedophile's wet dream. Pedophiles could join Scientology, get high up in it, rape little girls. And no one can say anything because if the little girl says something, well, she'll be told, well, it's your fault. You wore a miniskirt.